Bitch ass motherfucker. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Oops. Alrighty then, guys. Let's get started. And by let's get started, I mean, welcome back. Hi. Bro, it's been 800 million years since I've last spoke with thee. But now I'm back. Yeah. Eh? What do you mean, eh? What do you mean, eh? What do you mean by that? My eyes do be burning. My eyes do be burning, though. Tide vote. Okay. We'll update the second screen once we have something. Once we have our winner. Got a feeling though. You keep playing shells when I'm streaming it. It's okay. How's it going, Nept? You're busy. You're trying to do your own gaming. Get through some stuff. I get it. I get it. The VOD will be up tomorrow. Although I guess technically there'll also be a VOD on primary YouTube now. But yeah, the VOD will be up tomorrow on the actual VOD channel. That hurts. That hurts, daughter woke. Yeah, I feel that hurts then. That's the poll looking. Macman's gonna win. Okay. I use my powers of foresight. I'm a genius. Thanks for the head pats, Nick. How's your Wednesday been? It's been treating you good? I feel like my ass has been, my throat's been getting its ass kicked today. Trials to Reverie being fire like usual. Damn, that's sick. A fire game is not lame. Psalms 2:11. Alrighty. Let's see here. I was working on not the skelly. I gotta go back a little. Golly. Alright, so everybody got a chance to take down some good old wolfies. Well, they got themselves a little action sequence. Yo, what the Toothless doing? Toothless is just like hanging out. I don't know why, but every time I see the Toothless dance, I think of what's it called? I think of video game name. Not video game. Yeah, video game. Monster Hunter World. Good God, send help. Somebody. My brother in Christ has yet to run straight in this video game. It's like running diagonally, constantly, sliding across the map. Has some chaotic locomotion, if I've ever seen any. You know, I was thinking recently, I could have made these screens a little bit bigger if I didn't put down the, if I didn't have the little borders on the bottom that say, like, join my Discord, just live stream daily. Could have made them slightly larger. I mean, it's not that serious if I was that worried about it. I could just do this. Maybe slightly larger. Do we ever decide if we liked the stack or the split better? The vertical or the horizontal better? The Miko little poly art. Put model you posted in art reminds you of it. Bro, I love low poly stuff. Let me look at this shit. Aw, this is cute. The fuck? This reminds me of, fuck. What was that game called? This is really cute. Huh. Sorry, I got distracted by the art page real quick. I'm back. This reminds me of something. Really like the style a lot. I'm cute. Aw, shucks. Got me blushing and kicking my feet. God damn. I wish the yawns would stop stuffing themselves through my throat and my mouth. That'd be great. Great. My what? Man, I wish I didn't get up so fucking early this morning. The art channel in Discord. Art. I mean, good though. That's not nice. That's not nice. Look, this is the problem with like leaving off in the middle of a sequence. I have this problem every time. Alright, let's see. Let's just reread a little bit. I got Nept positioned essentially on top of the the cave entrance at the top of the rock, right? Excuse me. Yeah, I got Nept positioned on top of the rock, ready to use Ouroboros again, if need be. I got Terra, which also I need to see, isn't there a way? Yeah. Is it? Okay. I got Terra positioned, essentially, it would have been behind Taiga and Holly, but essentially they're keeping more or less the rear protected, and they're watching for any stragglers that could be either coming up behind them or whatever. So I got them doing that, and then when Terra said to spell it as Terra yesterday, I thought they misspelled it because they were using voice to text. I can always fix it later. It's not a hard fix. Just do find and replace again. A lot of things like that seem to happen when they're typing. I can ask them next time they're talking in chat. But yeah, so Terra's in the back lines doing their thing. What has Holly done now? Smack the fuck out of some wolves. Okay, anyways, so Nept was on top of the rocks, essentially spawn camping. Terra's holding the back line, doing what they need to do. Taiga wound up initiating the first frontliner battle with the broad feather and their shield. They wound up, because of their inexperience, they wound up going a little bit too far, a little bit too fast, hit a rock, spiraled out of control, hit the left side of the cave entrance. So they're still on the outside, but they're on the wall right now, and then on the ground. But they're recovering. And then Holly wound up pulling out the bonk bonk and essentially vaporizing 3 of the wolves that attacked her. So we're down 5, if I remember correctly. Sounds about right. And then I can go. Also, Nin, how was your stream? How was your Wednesday, Ben? I know you were playing through some Tomb Raiders. Let's see. Let me see something really quick, because I want to know if I... Okay, and then... Okay, yep. Very cool. The wind escaped Taiga's lungs as she fell to the ground. Holly deliberately walked calmly forward, raising her right hand perpendicular to her body. Bonk, bonk. A massive chrominium hammer with the word ban on its strike plate spawned in her right hand. On the opposite side, an exhaust-shaped hole. I don't know why it says hold. On the opposite side, an exhaust-shaped hole. Again. Glowing like embers in a fire. The pace gradually quickened, but the hammer never seemed to weigh her down. When she got closer to the entrance, 3 wolves leaped out at her. She quickly jumped towards them and twisted her body with terrifying speed, rotating the hammer around her center point. Once the hammer connected with the first wolf, it just kept going through each of them. With a splatter, comma. The wolves insides, is that right? Out everywhere, creating a mist of blood and fur. Okay, so that's still in the middle of the battle. Got it. If Holly butts a dog, does it become her zombie dog companion? Negative. They don't have, what's it called? Siring capabilities, like a Dustkin would. It was good. It took a while to pass the area you were in, but you got there. Good shit. What up, Tara? Why are you on YouTube, you Goomba? Gamba. Gamba, 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 gamba. You silly goose egg. Also, why are the stream avatars not avataring? I mean, they're avataring, but they're not yapping. Yap avatar, yap. Do your job. I feel like Laura Croft would shoot me and I would die. I feel like that's how our interaction would go. You'd be like, you look like a criminal, and I'd be like, that's just my face. She'd be like, that's something a criminal would say, and then she'd shoot me and I'd be like, alright, well, it was a good life while it lasted. Yep, that's definitely how that would go down. Yo, what the fuck? I knew it. You feel eep? So what you're telling me is you need to go to sleep? What you're telling me is it's nap time. Bro, my fucking indenting and shit got all messed up. That's annoying. Get out of here. Go to EBs. I was thinking the other day about Holly and her yokai spirit. Should it have a name or is it just an unnamed entity? I'll probably just give it a name if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest. I don't know how, like, again, I don't know how relevant it's really going to be. Maybe we'll have them yap at each other infrequently, occasionally, but probably not. Or maybe they're just like, I don't know. Do you have a name in mind if I want a suggestion? Sure, I don't mind. I'm gonna play more Genshin and get done with Netland, but you also need to farm relics. Man, the life of a gacha king sounds difficult. I wouldn't know. I do not partake in that silliness anymore. Lilith? Okay. I would say yeah, but I already have an important character named Lilith. Maybe I spell it with Y's. Just to make the distinction. Maybe it's spelled with Waze. Killeth? Kilgore. Okay. Yeah, like Lilith, but it's Lilith. Just to make the absolute visual distinction. I mean, I guess I could do it. Nah. Lila. Lila's also a character. I just don't know if they're gonna be in the book. Lots of names to be taken. Howeth doeseth diet, eateth the pastaeth, winneth the constipationeth, pulleth my athlete. Very goodeth my toileteth, dideth better. You said Lilamon, because that's the Lilithmon's dub name sometimes. Nerd. Nerd. Fucking nerd. Nerd. No, I'm just kidding. Or am I? World, we'll never know. I guess we'll never know. Bro, I'm getting anxious. Little itty bitty anxieties. How many days does shit got left? One day, 22 hours. Okay. Alright. Let's lock the fucking shut. Oh. Here we go. All these eyes shifted. All these gaze shifted to the left. Momentarily. Seems fine. Seems fine. Seems fine. Just like we thought. Iga returned her momentarily inspect her fallen party member. Iga quickly wiped sweat from her brow before dashing or in dash back. Tara. Let your guard down. See you later, Tara. Have a good night. Best of luck with your Genshin stuff. It's not over yet. Don't put your guard down. Good. You're just gonna stretch and go to bed? Fair enough. Get some good rest. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Nighty night. Time for the EPs. Deep. Can't help. Jarring. Bounced off cabin's walls and into the opening where Holly's party was stationed. Oh yes, an apostrophe. Shortly after sound of sounds pack for your returning in kind, returning in mind, sounds of a pack off. No, it's not quite right either. Sounds of shortly after, bro, my brain. Oh, damn, I thought yesterday was bad with the focus. That's not good. I'm gonna be clapped tomorrow and Friday at work, I can already tell. Didn't take long for multitude of Pause to reciprocate message. Starting now. The real fight starts here. Ollie, ready, the breaker, and twisted. And placed. Oh my god, placed her enter in the middle. And there's over a handle, a trigger, a lever. And the fight starts here. Tara. Set up. Set up the jump pads. Tara. Move your arms. Appreciate the lurk, Nin. Hope this will be some good background noise for you. Tara moved her arms in an arc. Pausing. Multiple. Jeez. Pausing. Assortment of rectangular square like square I'm thinking of an everyday object that would be comparable in size. Square shield like tiles to peer strategic points around that area. Toilet. Yeah. Ollie. It's over her shoulder. Yeah. Don't let anything near Tara. If you do, this will come a lot harder than it needs to be. Got it. Nope. I took a step back. Actually, wait, was she already over there? I don't think she was. Dashboard to Tarako. I took a step closer to Tarako. I don't think I need to tell you. And all the small ones, right? Notes. Notes down. On Holly. And then her hands plus and her across her neck into the small ones, right? This shit get out of okay. Right. Ollie nodded. Nodded and took one last look at the locations, the tiles Tara had placed around their not decided arena, not makeshift arena, their chosen, good lord, arena. There we go. So, essentially, Holly's trying to save their mana as much as possible. Because in the back of their mind, as much as they're worried about the wolves and getting out of this, they're revealing this mission. Nobody else is, but Holly's very much viewing this mission as a ticking time bomb and possibly a getting like a possibly getting second partied, right? So they want to finish this as quick as possible while utilizing the least amount of mana as possible, because their main concern is they don't want to get jumped by mimics, so they're a little worried about that. So rather than tapping into their fire magic, they're essentially saving that for when needed, which is why they're relying on the breaker so heavily and taking risks by getting close to the dire wolves. Because realistically, they could probably just order Tara, absolutely unleash a lot of magic and on the smaller ones, and have Nept either use their gun or Ouroboros, which takes a big mana draw, to finish off the bigger one. Well, Ouroboros for the smaller ones and the gun for the bigger one. Or Holly could just use their magic for an easy, clean one-shot on all of them, probably. But realistically, they're trying to preserve as much as possible, because they know Mimic Forest can be problematic if you're not careful and you don't respect it. So that's kind of where they're at right now. Okay. Waiting. Listening carefully. Wholly held perfectly still. The other thing too is like, excuse me, good lord. The other thing too, when writing combat scenes, there's obviously like multiple schools of thought and multiple ways you can go about it, right? So like what a lot of people do is, well, depends on if it's like anime or like traditional writing, but generally speaking, the idea with combat is to, and I'm not going to get into all of it, I'm just going to get into like my point of view actually. For me, the whole point of a combat scene is either it's a major plot point for a story, but while you're actually writing it, there needs to be some kind of also like underlying story or message being given or trying to get across. So for example, if you're just having a fight, right, and you're like, okay, well, main character in my book needs to fight against this bad guy to complete a quest, and you just have them fight against the bad guy, they beat them, that's fine, right? But like if you want to take it to the next level, there's things you could do, right? You add stakes, like a lot of people do like a hostage or a fucking a time limit for some reason or whatever it is, but there's other stakes that you can have, right? There could be like personal investments, there could be like a trauma to overcome, all these different things. For me, I feel like each combat scenario that somebody's in should allow like the main people in that fight to instill something about themselves onto the reader, whether it's, you know, the first time you met them and it shows that, you know, maybe they're insanely strong, but they have like a specific way that they believe is morally correct to fight, or characters apt in leadership but they may not be the strongest fighter, or maybe you've seen them fight a handful of times now and this new fight shows that, oh, even though they've come up short in one aspect, maybe like environmental awareness in the past, they're making progress, and this is the fight that shows that, right? Or whatever. So there should always be like some kind of like, in my opinion, character relevant thing in a fight that shows either growth or like story continuity, autonomy for the character, things like that. Like I had a character in another book who was like, they're really big on just like wanting to see the world and just like being happy, and they've been adventuring with the main character, and they basically said like, I think I'm done after this because everybody's lives like almost came to an end, and for them that was like their stepping away point, not because they were like cowards and they're afraid of dying, they just don't want to see their friends die and they want to experience the world while there's still a world left to experience type thing. So I was like their own character arc, and while they were definitely like a strong supporting character and good in combat, they're allowed to lead their own lives, and the battle had a major impact on like the route of their story. So like just stuff, I don't know, for me like stuff like that's really important. The reason I bring that up, showing where they can grow. You're fine with Taiga starts incompetent, by the way. I mean, I figured you would be, but I'm kind of at the point with your guys' characters that I more or less I don't know, I more or less have them where I want them. I'm not really changing much because we're already like writing them in, but I think the payoff will be worth it, right? I think after this chapter some things will be established, and when they get their time in the future again to shine and show their growth, and not just you but the others, I think it'll be worth it. Yeah, that's the thing, like it's one thing to have like an overpowered character be like a fix-all to everything, or like having a unique way to handle that, and that's fine, that's cool, but showing characters that can win maybe 100% of the time by overcoming actual adversity where there's real consequences, I feel like is even more entertaining. So that's just my opinion, though. Everybody's got a different viewpoint on it. Like, I'm also very big on in combat, especially in the combat stories, rather than telling everybody what's happening, like what JoJo's does. Oh, my ability is blah 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 blah. Like, rather than doing that, even though like people won't know exactly what it is right off the bat, through multiple combat scenarios exposing new things about the power set or about like the magic systems and rules is way more fun, because there's that air of like mystery and mystique to it. I always compare like magic systems and battle stuff to like Alien, right? To me, any of those monster movies, like the slasher series, Alien, whatever, they're so much scarier when you know less about them, when they're more mysterious. When you start knowing every little thing about them, like their exact weaknesses, how they came into play, all these things, when it's told to you directly and it's shoved in your face, I feel like the monster loses its power over you as the viewer, because then you're like, oh, well, they could just beat them by doing this, right? They could just whatever. And I feel like for me, it was way more fun like seeing, oh, well, if we can, like, you know, they got lucky, they ran away, and they got crushed by this one thing, and they might be able to replicate, oh no, it didn't work because of this, they learned, like, oh my god, where are they going to show up next? Like, I feel like that's just better storytelling. But that's just, again, I have very strong opinions on that, because a lot of that is the reason why I started writing in the first place. So I'm always open to new info, and I think that's part of the reason why my writing style's evolved over time. But I don't know, there's certain things that, like, definitely trademarks of my writing, I feel like. As far as like when you read any of my stories, you'd be like, yup, this is one of theirs, because they write their combat scenarios like this. Whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to be better about explaining things outright for people who like don't pay attention or don't really care to think about it at all, but at the same breath, I'm like, if it's still fun to read, who really gives a shit? I sure don't. Perfectly. Listening carefully, Holly stayed perfectly still. Tiny droplets of rain began to pitter patter. Drop of rain fell on her cheek, on her chin. Aren't we fortunate today? Holly mused as the rain began to pick up its pace. Oh my god. Bro, it's over for me. I say this every time, but holy shit, it is so over for me. I can't type, can't spell, can't talk. It's so over. Wasn't by much, but area by her. Darker as the clouds continue to race overhead. Finally, after creating finally after many moments a paw the size of trying to think here. A tractor wheel slammed into the maybe not ground, thinking several sinking few inches. The beast seemed to have crawled out of the cave, too large to simply rut out. Measured several. Measurement system would be awesome here. If you measured several items of height, it's true behemoth. Tarako took yet another back, readying their shield as more than a dozen of monsters can appeared in its shadow. My apologies. Yeah. I'm not one-shotting this bastard. Molly clenched your jaw. Man. Holly stared beast down. Neither her nor it moved a muscle. Stared. Am I done? Blast. Lightning. Ugh. Lit. Ugh. soaked arena up, revealing the nuts. Had already began strangling two of the smaller fire wolves in the rear. Begun. Yeah, I'll go fuck myself. I'm so sorry. Also, why the fuck is Mega Man fighting a trash compactor? It's a trash compactor, right? Dude, am I fucking tripping? Is that a fucking trash compactor? It's like a furnace. It's like a cremation oven. Preparation H? That's hilarious. They called it Preparation H. Lamau. That's actually even funnier. Only picked off of Terra placed behind her, causing her to rocket forward. Clenched in the lever. Clenched down on her nose lever. Deadline today. Yeah, I know. I forgot to click it. I'm sorry. Shoot me. Maybe causing its exhaust to explode with flame. This propelled her even faster. It caused her to rotate once more. Oh, I feel like my voice keeps cutting out on me. I feel like I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like there's a hole in my throat, but there's not. More. And for the alpha's head, looking to concuss it immediately. It's within breaking range performed and a somersault. I did not spell that right. I know I did not spell that. It's yeah, okay. Somersault, bringing downwards in a litter motion. Or of the pack left in front. Of your alpha, causing others hammer strike them. However, instead of vaporizing like before, instead of imploding, instead of mystifying, no, instead of turning them into mist like before, better yet, let's change that. You're not this stupid. Let's grab a hold of her legs. This caused momentum to shift. We had an anonymous bunny the other day, and now we've got an anonymous Wolverine. It never ends. Actually goofy. Causing her momentum to shift. Target. I underestimated their speed. No. First set of wolves for a trap. Get us to let our guard down. Going to have to do it. Fully began channeling her mana, but her eyes widened. I need to get them off. Them off. Moth? Them off me. I'm going to have to do it. Widened as tiger. Blue. You know what's sad? I always get past incorrect. Past. Of blistering face. Short sword. Brook. Two wolves on Molly's left side and plunged deep into Alpha's right eye. There we go. Use laser focused expression. Field fire equal than Holly as she ripped the lever again. And twisted through the first spine. Creeping. Spine. Lower. Under pressure. Once more, the rear of the hammer was expulging? Expulging? Expelling. Brain, hello? Okay. Awesome. Plan. Spelling plan. She spun violently, causing the wolves, the two wolves, to whip around her and snap her nuts before falling to the ground. Alpha had a weird back and pain. Weird. It's like that. Weird. Fuck me, bro. In the pain. Set of two wolves front either side by the where she was free falling in the air. Molly trusted trajectory to intercept a tiger, thrust her arm once more, pausing once more, splitting through another wolf. The shield at 33-degree angle, and that was enough to deflect and save people's lives. Shooting straight on against it would have been a definite death, though. It's all about the path of least resistance. So the bullet's more likely to slide along the shield instead of pierce through it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We actually knew somebody. Who they were shooting at targets in like a wooded area, and the targets are just like little cans, right? And there was like little boards behind them, just kind of like laying around and stuff. Some like metal scrap, and one of the bullets went through the can. I guess ricocheted off of like a knocked over satellite. You know, like back in the days, they used to put a satellite on these like metal tower things. They're not very big though. They're just like, you know, maybe taller than the story of a house. Well, I guess it like ricocheted and slid. They said it had slid down the leg of that and ricocheted off like this metal plate in the back because it was at a weird angle. It actually wound up shooting somebody like completely off to the side in the foot. It was crazy. Only the weirdest fucking thing. And we're like, yeah, the chances of this happening were not great, but they happened. In the wrong place at the wrong fucking time. I think that one actually wound up in the paper too, if I remember correctly. That was a hot minute ago. That was wild. Actually, I'm trying to remember, they were shooting BB guns and handguns, and I can't remember which one it was. I actually ended up shooting the person in the foot because I remember the injury wasn't like too bad. For some reason, I'm assuming, I'm like remembering it being a handgun. It might have been a BB gun though. I don't remember. I don't know. I might have lied to you. It might not have been a real gun. It might have just been a BB gun. Can't fucking remember. Whatever. A long time ago. Do another wolf. Aimed for floating tile and kicked off of it. Chin your way back to Tara's side. Ollie, now be focused on massive beast. Side. Good. Next, finishing up the back end. Tiger gave me an opening. Ollie, don't need the now. Only we're focused on the massive beast. It took a wild swing. Around her. Its paw large enough to crush the entire body. However, I did it again. Holy fuck. Over. She spun, managed to look on the tiles, allowing her to veer off another direction, completely avoiding the beast's back. Tanks follow the same strategy, which is why tanks are all angled and not boxy, but I probably knew that. I assumed the tanks were angled mostly because of the bullet fire, but then also like throwables. For some reason in my tiny brain, I thought if somebody threw like a grenade up on it, like haphazardly, it would just kind of like roll off. I've never really put that much thought into it. I won't be honest with you. I'm gonna be completely fucking honest with you. So I watched like a thing back in school where they used to like throw grenades like in the little hatch thingy, but then there was like people that would like try throwing grenades up on the tank or whatever. And they just like fucking roll off. I was like, what the hell? And it would like bust up their little tread thingies on the bottom. What is happening? They're just like running into this explosion to kill themselves. I see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too bright. I don't know what you want. You know, the thing is, like, I actively don't think about things that, like, aren't currently something that I'm, like, researching or, like, trying to, like, do. So I just kind of, like, yeah, I believe it. Like, you probably tell me anything right now about, like, newts, and I'd be like, yeah, that shit makes sense, bro. Whatever you say. You could be like, actually, we found out a newt's a bird, and I'm like, that's crazy, bro. No way. I should look that up. Or like, yeah, you right, bro. That's fucking insane. Newt's a bird, brother. Newton's law has a whole new meaning now. It's a flightless bird. Fucking stupid. So dumb. My wife tried telling me that I was like good at the stuff that I want to be able to do or whatever, and I was just like thinking about it, and I was like, it's funny because like even there's things like I'm pretty good at now, but I always start remarkably like below average at fucking everything. I have to like bust my ass just to get any sign of like competence. So fucking dumb. But you do it enough and you learn how you learn. I ain't trying to learn about World War I and II weaponry though. It just seems like way too much knowledge to pack in this tiny little noggin of mine. I say that, but then I'll probably watch like a video in the background while I'm doing my chores about it one of these days. Like, oh wow, that's how they use the mustard gas. That's fucking crazy. So this is how we brutally misfigured and maimed people. That's wild, man. Well, anyways, I gotta put this dish in the cupboard. Just casually listening to war crimes. Man. One day. What do we got here? Quickly shift over. As still came down from enter. Raised, sell, B. Raised, defensive position. Reset. Muted. Reset. Spiny? Start on. This fasted, expected, setting green direction. Sight and saw a wall files ranged into spikes. It's 10 alphas. Right down. Dug into his chest. Spike town. His chest. It's huge. However, only shifted. Only to not regroup with the others. It's interesting having a support unit that focuses on full defense and no healing. Support and maneuverability. Yeah, I think it's nice. It reminds me of there's a few other like stories that kind of get it done really, really well, in my opinion, as far as like having a support unit that's just like really good mobility or like just interesting ways to support other than like healing and like buffs and shit. Terra had went to wobble the tiles rapidly. Weird. Liquid. Taiga. Terra offering. Taiga caught Terra. Over the shoulder. It's already returned to their side. What did I do? It was that's what I thought I did, but bad. Verbal. So okay. Thanks. Turns out we weren't all talk either. Taiga shifted her weight, making it easier to maneuver. Maneuver Bro, I know I'm missing stuff. Yeah, I'm getting close. Terra. Heard of that? Yeah, Terra's a tall lady. I mean, humans, generally speaking, have enhanced physical traits and endurance. Humans are also stronger than they are in this world, just by default, because of the mana. But, what was I gonna say? But especially the adventuring kind that are like constantly putting to use their working strength. Something like carrying an ally on a back isn't uncommon when need be. It's actually funny. There's designs that I have for the bags, right? Where the bags have little like I don't want to say like stirrups at the bottom of them, but they have like hanging places with like a piece of metal for people to put their feet, or like hangs to like the hips / side of the what's it called, the person carrying them. And then like the top of the bag is like a little bit more cushioned, the part that closes up, so you can kind of like set them on like your upper back / like neck area. And like in theory they should be able to like have somewhat of a seat if they're able to sit up normally. But those don't get used very often, because usually if you're carrying somebody, it's because their ass got absolutely clapped. Or in this case, like Terra, their mana is extremely low. Smile. When I watch Digimon Kazuna, you hope I'll think back to this chapter. Oh my, why is that? They're like two people yapping or something while they're fighting. Yo, I need this Elizamon in my life. What the fuck is this? I'm getting distracted, I can't help it. Shoot me. Yeah, I need that Digimon in my life. That's so fucking cute. What the hell? As soon as the time comes, maybe I'll probably forget, knowing me, to be honest. By the time they finish the watch, this Holly brought her hammer down one last time. Time crushing off his skull. Raised her head, leaned back, gasping for air. With a massive grin on her face, gasping for air. massive thing in your face. Approached back off, returning the hammer. Turn her hammer. It's pocket. Mention. Wipes. Group. Group. Towards nature. Oops. Holly. With smiles on their face, except Tara, who was napping until it was bad. You got a little something in your face. Nuts. I did her own cheek while addressing Holly. Yeah, you did. Good job too. Nuts. Holly used the back of her hoodie. To rub on her cheek. Yeah, you did a good job, Nut. Good job too, Nut. He glanced over Tiger. Impressed. Your quick thinking made up your inexperience today. I won't always be like that, but got lucky. Aren't you gonna raise me too? Girl mumble. Of course. Of course. Boost got from Rain was well employed. Thank you for saving my life. A small money. Jimmy reappeared. Nut took battle stance. Tiger out slightly as Jimmy appeared in front of the glorious, oh my god, party. job, guys. Give them a thumbs up. I forgot you were here. Or I bet I wouldn't have spent myself like that if I remembered. And Jimmy laughed. It's a good thing you forgot then. I had to intervene to save Ollie. I would have found them immediately. Is still young though. Jimmy hummed. We need to get moving. We need to get moving. I began walking towards. They had towards the city. Why didn't you drop? Ooh. Holly. Holly summoned. Holly's nose wiggled, and her face turned fierce. Fire engulfed her, and like ears burst her head. Mimics. A quick of her wrist opened her palm. Her palm let loose a torrent of glowing flames. Shit, run. I screamed. Others reacted instinctively. Turning quickly in the slippery mud taken on. Please always seem to move or really misform as I try following on the sea rushed the party. The three figures stood in her way. Each looked identical. First, looked exactly like Hainme. Second, resembled Tarako, and the third. Third is nuts. Terror this a lot more complicated. Probably side to side, looking for an opportunity to escape. With this mimic still there. They're scared. I'll have to deal with him first. Otherwise, the group will not be able to our roots. Felt her heart drop as she saw a plume of flames light up the forest in the distance. Just have to trust them. Trust them. charged. At Bake Terra open eliminate early removing exploding darkness. Alright. See something really quick. It's actually probably a good stopping point, because if I go any further, I'm gonna wind up in an issue where I'm like in the middle of a scene. This is not the end of a chapter, but I just want to see something. How did we do today? Especially since I was having a hard time focusing. One term connected with a splatter, mist of blood. Okay, cool. Tools, word count. 1333 today. Did like what? Yesterday was 2300, today is 1300. It's not bad. 4600 in 2 days. It's 2000 words a day. That's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Considering I was usually pretty happy if I could do 500. 500 to 1000 a day makes me happy. We'll take the 2k a day. Average for sure. I'm surprised I got as much done while streaming. Honestly. Guess I shouldn't be too surprised, but where are we at just for funsies? For this chapter. Shouldn't be too bad. So the next scene, and then oh. Did I not start a new chapter? Am I a fucking crackhead? Did I just straight up never start a third chapter? Fucking lemon. Wait, am I dumb? No, I did. Wait. Huh? What? That's why. Good lord. Stressing myself the fuck out over here. Okay. Right. It's okay. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? So there's no way that was 8,900 words for just that chapter. I was gonna tweak the fuck out. Alright. Yeah, 3,500. That's way better. Okay. Jesus. Oh my god. It scared the piss out of me. It scared the fuck out of me. Nice. Good stuff. So, next time we write, it's gonna be Taiga versus Holly's fake, and then Nept versus Taiga's fake, and then it'll pretty quickly devolve into Nept and Taiga versus Holly's fake. And then yeah, go from there. Just pretty exciting. Oh man. The problem with fighting Jamie's fake is that Jamie's fake can replicate what people view Jamie's main ability as, but it's not going to be the real thing. It doesn't functionally work the same. So like most people, it looks like super speed, so it's essentially going to try and copy super speed. There's gonna be like gaps in the mimics that they can take advantage of because it's not like truly their abilities, and they don't have their gear either. They have like fakes of their gear, but it doesn't have like the special properties. So like the hammer can't accelerate. Broad feather can't use the thrust momentum based ability. The shield can't protect from fire. Ouroboros can't like freely move. It needs to be controlled by basic physics and like swinging and shit, etc., etc. So that'll Taiga without gear abilities, just an echo. Yeah, but the difference between like gear Taiga and the fake is the fake has access to like mana, like basic mana based abilities and magic, even though it's a copy of you. Because your whole like being very limited on mana / manaless thing is pretty unique. It's not entirely unique, but it's pretty unique. I'm not gonna lie, I was not planning on having Taiga leave Terra's side. My original plan was to have, this is literally how I thought the Alpha Wolf fight would go down. I was gonna have Taiga and Terra stay on the back lines. Terra was gonna keep up the tiles. Taiga was going to have to fight off some of the wolves by themselves, keeping them off of Terra so Terra could stay focused and not drop the tiles. Nin was going to continue bouncing all over the place, trying to hit the alpha, but more wolves would keep getting in the way. Nept would wind up deleting wolves and then ultimately tying down the alpha just long enough for Nin to secure a final shot. But I think that like having it go down the way it did just makes the stakes even higher for the Mimic fight, and then like everybody kind of got a chance to shine, if that makes sense. Like Nin still secured the final blow, Nept still wiped out a bunch of the wolves, Taiga did their job, but also like made up for their mistake moments before, quote unquote mistake, with a big fucking save. Blinded the Taiga surprisingly fast at changing positions. Yeah, I'm essentially going to utilize your team is just going to be like the Holly's team is just going to be very fucking quick. Between Terra's support abilities, Nept's Ouroboros and abilities, Holly's just like natural abilities plus the hammer and like their physical strength, and then like Taiga's gear, they're going to be able to utilize speed and like synergistic motions to really dismantle threats, I think is the way I'm going to handle it. And like even though they all have like I think it's like cool because like even though they all have like a clear role, like Nepta makes for a very good scout. You'll eventually be able to fill some more roles with new relics and shit. Terra's like a really good support player, even though they have offensive magic, but like their shit's like really, really good for keeping the team safe and active, essentially. And then a few other things I don't want to spoil yet. And then Holly and you, both on the front lines, can like essentially hold aggro and kind of bruise with the bruisers, if that makes sense. You guys can kind of like stand in the middle of the ring and beat the shit out of stuff while the other two are doing what they gotta do. In my mind, I pictured Nept as like an assassin type character where they're like in and out. They're like hitting you, you know, with the Ouroboros. They're shutting down like fully magical beasts with their ability to siphon the mana little by little, winning battles via attrition. And then like if there's a really big problem, they've got the fucking, basically the fucking railgun, just to like weaken it or kill it in one shot, even if it puts them out of the fray for a bit. And your character is just like versatile, if that makes sense, but still completely agile. So like you guys are like all very pesky. Just like Nin can absolutely one-shot something. It's so funny. I wanted to give Nin's character a hammer because they use the hammer in Monster Hunter World and they like the spinny. So I was like, alright, we're speccing all the way into that for like their base form. And then they just become like a melee / fire blasting jackass human torchish, not quite human torch character when they redress. And if they don't go full redress, then it's fine. I really like your party's comp, I'm not gonna lie. At first I was like, I don't know. There's some things, but now I'm like, I really like the party comp. I like it a lot. It's gonna be kind of hard not to write more of this than originally intended. More of these guys. I think if I stay on like a 3-ish to 1-ish, 3+ to 1 ratio, it should be fine. It's alright, right now I'm just setting the stage. Eventually Lucky will get her turn to do things more than just be a whiny little shit and work a cafe. That's gonna take time. I got some stuff I gotta go through. Oh man. Actually, now that I can use you guys as like pieces, because you're already established as characters, now that I could use you as moving parts, the Marionette Mafia arc is gonna be really fucking cool. I'm looking forward to that one. That's gonna be wild. Yeah. We won't really be able to looking forward to that shit. There's gonna be like certain fights where a lot of you guys won't be able to use some of your powers or like abilities because it's just too dangerous to use in the area. So like your less utilized stuff might get more time to shine. Man, all the stuff I get to think about. This is why it's so fun, and I don't do this like often at all because usually I plan everything out and I'm like, this is how this needs to happen, da, 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 da. But like, I don't know, I'm kind of just going off the basis of the world building and I'm just letting it fucking rip. It'll probably make for more cleanup work for me down the road where like I have to like fix things to avoid plot holes or inconsistencies, but I think this is like really fun writing it this way. I like to see the team face an almost indestructible enemy, which has ads too, which has ADS ads. Have Nept be forced into position to hold it down in chains while Terra and Tiger protect them while they focus. Oh, adds like minions. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Definitely more opportunities for more shit down the road. Holy crap. It was a lot of fun. I get to play Trails and write today. Kind of a fucking banger stream, not gonna lie. This stream fucking cuts. What am I even at for tomorrow? What's my schedule? What am I doing? Where the fuck am I at? Probably shouldn't do it there. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow, that's the 1st. Tomorrow's the 29th. Oh, I'm doing Fairy Tale tomorrow. And on the 31st. That might get changed. I'm writing all day on Friday. Okay, yeah, so tomorrow will be a good day too. Then this whole week's kind of a banger. Nice. Subduing the enemy rather than obliterating, exterminating. A defense, subdue, defend and subdue. They said you motherfuckers on a stealth quest. Oh. That's crazy. Alright. I think it is time for me to close my eyeballs. Oh, wait. I don't remember. Actually, I might have to record after this. I gotta follow up with my lovely wife, Astra. And see what they say. But as per usual, I would like not to end stream, but I must end stream, as I must go. As they say, I must go and be with my people. It is that time. I'm really looking forward to doing this again tomorrow. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of your night. I'm gonna go fuck off and call off tomorrow. Nope, just kidding. Lamau. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.